Jump into some important lighting questions. I want to talk about this month's church tech tip, and it's the Follow Me 3D tracking system. You told me a little bit about this system, but can you tell us how this system works? I think this is something that a lot of churches need to know about.
Yeah, it's something I've somewhat been involved with since about 2017. I was introduced to it on a European tour, and what it does is it jumps on the lighting network, and you tell it which fixtures you would like to use as essentially follow spots. And the Follow Me will grab the parameters that it needs and then pass the rest of it through. So normally what I do is I tell Follow Me to do pan and tilt and also beam size, so it's controlling the zoom as well. And the rest of it I handle from the console, the intensity, the color changes, the fade ins, the fade outs, all that stuff. And what's great is we just have people sitting at a table, and for every person that you want to follow around, you need a person to actually operate a kind of a joystick controller. And they're looking at a monitor, following them around, taking a target, following them around. And at any point I can say, all right, you 10 fixtures, swing on over to target 1, or you 100 fixtures, swing on over to target 4. And it's really great. And it's taken a lot of the spot calling out of it, because unfortunately, at least in the States, the art of the follow spot has kind of fallen by the wayside, except for some of the major markets. But I've had shows where I've been lucky that the person even knows stage left from stage right. So this system being able to take that out of their hands, as long as I can just say, hey, see that guy there with the dreadlocks, stay on him at all time. And it's a great system, and I've had great success with it, and so much that we own 6 of them.
Yeah, I think the follow spot piece has always been a struggle, whether it be a concert, whether it be a theatrical production. And honestly, in the church market, they've just eliminated it. They don't have follow spots on a Sunday morning because they just weren't reliable, or it was a circle and just kind of looked weird. And so what intrigued me about this is how it could revolutionize the church market and allow them to run things around the lead talent, the pastor or the singer, darker, because they can then add this system in, follow them, but still control it from the console, correct?
Correct, yeah. And at any point in time, another great thing about it is you don't have to dedicate fixtures to just be a follow spot. Whenever you don't want them to be used by Follow Me, they just act as a normal moving light under control from the lighting console.
And you can use any lighting console with it, right?
Correct. Well, I should say any lighting console that can do ArtNet or streaming ACN.
Okay, so ArtNet, streaming ACN, so that's most of the the major lighting consoles. Now, how do you map it for the stage? How does that work?
So you start off by hanging a very small camera up high, typically on a downstage truss, looking down at the stage. And it's got four or five calibration points where you put this dot downstage center, downstage right, downstage left, upstage right, and then you tell it, you enter into the Follow Me system, how far away from downstage center is downstage right, and same thing for downstage left, and how far upstage and left and right, and then it knows the 3D area that it is playing in. Then at that point, you then put your fixtures in there that you plan on using at some point, and you also give them, a roundabout, 3D area as to where they're hanging in the rig. But the nice thing about it is you don't have to be dead on with that anymore. This is an improvement they've done in the 3D system. You run this fixture calibration or fixture refinement wizard, and each fixture irises down, and you literally move it over to each point on the stage, all 4 points, and whenever you say, okay, you've reached this point, you've reached that point, you've reached that point, then it knows, oh, okay, so if I had to pan and tilt this far to hit this point, this far to hit that point, I must be hanging right here. So it makes it a lot easier than it used to be.
Yeah, that's very cool. So, if a church wants to figure this product out, buy it, maybe even, I don't know if you do this, but bring you in to train them, like, what's the best way to get a hold of the Follow Me 3D tracking system? Can they contact you, or do they need to do something else?
No, they can contact me. And in fact, I recently went out to a country artist, Eric Church. They have their own Follow Me system that they own, and they just needed me to come out and get their people trained up because the people that they had had in the past that were setting it up and dealing with it on a daily basis, they were on other tours. So I went out and trained 3 or 4 of their techs, and so far I haven't gotten a phone call, so I guess I did pretty good.
Yeah, so if you want to check out the Follow Me 3D tracking system, you can get a hold of Matt at mattm@touchlx.com. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is the design firm I'm a part of, Touchlight and Media.
Yeah, so you can get a hold of him there, and he'll be happy to tell you more about it, as well as come out and train you if it's something that you guys are interested in.